Welcome to the Darling Dream Show. Today we have Gourmet Desserts by Shelly. Do stay tuned for the interview and do subscribe and see you at the interview. So hello Shelly, how are you today?
I'm fine. Welcome. I'm glad to have you in the bakery to come and see what we do here and enjoy life that all deals with sugar. Sugar is your friend.
Yeah, it is. What made you come into the business of bakery?
Actually, this is not what I went to college in. I have a degree in architecture. This was a talent that God gave me, and I kind of all made my kids as cakes, and we started doing stuff for friends in our neighborhood, family, farmers, and stuff. And yeah, but truth be known, all true farmers' wives have a second source of income. And this blossomed on its own. So it was a really neat thing. And I enjoy it. I enjoy creating, making new flavors. We have 18 cake flavors and 18 fillings to choose from. Our fondant is made from scratch. It is my own recipe. And our buttercream is a cross between an Italian meringue and Swiss meringue. It is my own recipe.
Oh wow.
So you kind of find out in your life what you're good at. Explore it. You never can tell.
You never know.
You never know. Uh-huh.
What are you planning to do with the business?
Eventually, I need to find someone that I will sell the business to that has the same passion. You have to have a passion for baking and cooking, and that's just, it's something that's within you. So you kind of want somebody that has the same values, the same morals, and everything that you do when you made the business. This business didn't exist. I built it from scratch.
Wow. That's a long time.
It was. It's 35 years old.
Oh, 35 years old. That's my next question. How long have you been in the business? Or when did you get started?
Well, 35 years. When I got started, it was actually in my kitchen. A lot of home-based businesses like this do start in your kitchen. And once you started in your kitchen, it got to the point where it outgrew a kitchen. Then there was a facility in Reedley, which is close to us. We live north of town, called the Reedley Opera House. I started renting that kitchen. So the business weighed there, and it just got bigger and bigger. And then about 10 years ago, we decided to move it, about 20 years ago, move it here to town. So then it came to Visalia. We had several locations. And so then it just grew till 10 years ago, we built the storefront.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So
What year did you get started? Like, what year did it started?
the first year, it started in 1983 was when the business was born.
1983.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not a new one.
I was a little teeny baby then. So give me a little background of your career. You have a career in baking, but also now you said you have a career in architect. How do you are you still manage both, or how does that work?
No, the architectural one kind of got laid to rest because as true, you graduate college and then kids come along and things like that. So then the baking kind of took the place of that. It was a neat way, because I always baked at home anyhow, so it was a neat way to make extra money and stuff like that. So it blossomed up. And if I do start to retire, I'm going to do a bunch of consulting work for some restaurants that are out of state.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like that, which friends of ours we know that have a good-sized restaurant in Oregon, so I'll do that. But there's a few things that I had to put on hold.
Yeah.
All people, when you're a wife, a mother, and you're a business owner, you juggle, so then you put a few things on hold that you pick up later on in life and take out. So, yeah, so that's kind of what, yeah. I doubt if the architecture ever comes back. But it's
Okay,
there.
yeah.
And there is a degree there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of fun.
What inspired you to get into the business?
Well, actually going to school in architecture, all of these huge big wedding cakes and birthday cakes, they're just edible art. they're stacked up. So there's a lot of things that I was doing, and I kind of intrigued me that what I went to college in and the knowledge of that could be incorporated into a cake. So the highest I've ever set one is 7 layers. We've set a wedding cake. In fact, it was pillared up with individual space. It had to be put together on a ladder. So I had to design the acrylic structure frame with stainless steel rods and then float each one of the tiers. And that was we put her together on a ladder. Yeah.
So basically, your architect career does go in hand with bakery, because when you're creating up a cake and it's pretty big, you got to use the architect techniques that you have within you to make that cake to blossom.
Well, it is, because you have to understand the weight of each layer, the stress that's going through all your support systems, and make sure all your support brings the weight from the top as it picks up weight, goes to the bottom layer, and then spreads it around. Because you don't want your cake to tip over, but you want your cake to just slightly settle down inside of itself. And then that makes it structurally strong. Especially in the valley, you're setting cakes outside in June and July you're dealing with temperature and heat. And there's a lot of factors that deal with it. You've got to understand the humidity that day, the heat that day. Are you setting outside? Do you have shade? You really have to know your venues and know what you're going to deal with to make your decisions.
Wow.
So it kind of the two blend together.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. How did you get the name Gourmet Desserts? How did that come about?
There was some friends of ours that used to have a restaurant in Reedley called the Gourmet Garden, and they had fabulous food, and I just love the word gourmet. Because when you go anywhere and you see a little restaurant, it has gourmet on the door, you think, I'm in for a special surprise. So that's it. I wanted people to come to the bakery, come to the shop and go, ooh, what kind of good goodies am I going to get today? It's a special surprise. And that's why I chose Gourmet Desserts. And then we started doing wedding cakes. So then we added wedding cakes onto the end. And see, at first it was basically a lot of wedding cakes. And then you get clients and they want to keep you. So after the wedding cake, you're doing the baby shower, and then the first birthday, and then grandpa and grandma's wedding anniversary. The whole business just keeps growing like the cake grows.
Oh.
As it raises up in the oven, so does your business.
Wow.
It's a good thing. So
So how long you been in business?
35 years.
35 years. Wow. What is your affirmation for this when you come in here? What is your...
What do I want my clients to take away?
Yeah.
I want them to when they come in here, to get something, just to get something out of the case. I want it to be exactly what they were hoping for, but a little surprise, a little different taste sensation, or a little different flavor, just a little surprise. But when they come in to get a wedding cake or a birthday cake or a quinceañera or anything, sweet 16, that it turned out exactly the way they wanted it, if not above their expectations.
Oh, wow.
You want to always make sure that your client understands that you care. This is just not a business. This is you. And you are putting your love into that cake, so it goes out.
Oh, wow, that's cool. What is your mission statement? Do you have a mission statement?
I guess after 35 years, I survived.
That's true.
Mission statement. You know, I guess just to give birth to a business and watch it grow and come to fruition, and know that you were the one that made it do what it needed to do and stuff. And there's owning your own business, being an entrepreneur. Whoa, there's a lot of highs, there's a lot of lows. You never know what people want to buy. If the economy turns and people are short money, we make fluff. You don't have to buy what we make.
Yeah.
We hope you want to come. During COVID was a very good example. We closed for about 2 weeks That was it. And everybody was calling and they wanted the same things we had in the case. So then we just started coming in, running a heavy protocol, made exactly what they wanted, put it all in their containers, and gave it to them at the door, and they took it away. It was comfort food. It was your snickerdoodles. It was your brownies. It was stuff that helped you through a difficult time.
Yeah.
And that's what food does.
It does. It gives comfort to you. It gives you like, it's like, when you're going through things, you just want to have a good dessert, you know what I mean? Just and just go home and cuddle and just watch a good movie and just enjoy.
That's it. And that's kind of it, is we were able to help. And then there were still people having birthdays. And there were people that weren't here to help their loved ones have birthdays. So they ordered a birthday cake. We got it all boxed up. We got all gloved up, masked up, delivered to a door, set it on an outside table, backed away. And they got a cake from their loved one, so they felt loved. And then one time we had a family that we took boxes of cupcakes to 8 different houses. They all zoomed in at once to celebrate a birthday for someone special during COVID. So they all got to celebrate that birthday, and they all had the same cupcakes. They all came out of here, and they were all over. Some were in Visalia, some were Tulare, some were clear out by Ivanhoe, and this person lived up in Susanville. So they got to celebrate his 65th birthday.
Wow.
So there's ways to do it, and then everybody stayed safe. Yeah.
What are your challenges that throughout the years what were the challenges?
During the course of time, probably just finding a facility that you could build the building in, finding things, basically getting your suppliers in line, who brings you your products, who brings your stuff. Now, right now, we're in a situation where there is some limited, we've got limited products coming in.
Yeah.
A lot of the container ships, there's 62 container ships waiting to dock at the Port of LA. That is all stuff that is not going to make it in here. So you've got to plan ahead. So you make sure you've got your resources and you've got backup of your backup so that you can sail through. Because every time you order something from your big suppliers, something's either out of stock or it's no longer available. So you find new products to replace it.
Oh, wow. Always find a silver lining in the situation.
If you give lemons, you make lemonade.
Yes, I always.
Your glass is never half empty, she's always half full.
Yeah.
You will do fine during life.
That is a good. That is a good statement. That's really a good affirmation to live by. Make
Oh,
lemonade.
you do. It's like, and God's a good provider, because every time one door closes on you, another will open, and you will get something, or you didn't realize you wanted that item, but that was better than the first item you were using, or that taste sensation is good. Always have to keep your mind, your ears, and your eyes open.
Wow. That's really good to know.
Oh, that's it. Just like you and your interviews, all the little tidbits and the joyfulness that you get from all the people you interview, that's something to take into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your glass is always half full. That's it. Never empty.
Never empty.
Never empty.
Keep on, and keep on going.
Keep on trucking, as they say. Or the old thing of, there's a one, it's like, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. That's the proper way to do things.
Yes. Well, it was good to interview Shelly. Anything else you want to give my viewers to know?
Just
Any advice you would like to give anybody?
if you are considering starting your own business, really explore, find the niche. I was able to find the niche that I had a product that fit into. Because you don't want to do stuff like everybody else. You want something that's truly yours. Make sure that you find what your clients want. Then pursue that. There's a lot of people in this world are still building beautiful businesses. Just don't ever give up. It will happen. Just keep on going.
Never give up.
Never give up.
That
and stuff. Yeah.
Good to know. Never give up.
No.
So never give up. You keep on trucking and keep on going. I have one more question. What separates you from the other competitors?
Probably customer service is something that I've always kind of wanted everything to be about customer service. I want you to know that we truly do care for your order and that you're basically part of the family. I have families that we had a couple pick up 65th or 70th, I think it was 70th wedding anniversary cake, and I had done the 50th just 20 years ago, and her folks were still alive and they came back. Now, if you build something at 50 for a wedding anniversary cake and they still search you out 20 years later, and it's kind of neat. People will say, well, you did my wedding cake 20 years ago or 18 years ago. It's kind of nice to know that they still care and they're going to come back. Because a lot of places, they don't do that. And we're very fortunate. And there's some good bakeries here in town. Each one has their own profile and has their own desire of how they do things. And they're all, but that's it. That's what makes us so unique around here, is we all have how we want it to be.
Yes. Well, thank you, Shelly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting us today.
How can they locate you?
Oh, we're in Visalia, downtown. We're located at 110 South Church Street. We're open Tuesday through Friday, and we're getting ready to run winter hours now from 8 to 5. You can call the bakery for custom orders, and we get you into the schedules.
What's the phone number?
Bakery number is area code 559-318-7658. And thank you for asking, and yeah, come and join us.
Yes.
It's a good thing. Sugar is your friend. Yes, it is.
Well, till the next time, thank you for watching The Darling Show. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you at the next video.